Strive to master your thoughts. Focus in the direction of your dreams. The reign of destiny will be in your hands. I started my journey with what I had. I am known as Varsha Rajkwa when I'm on land and as Miss Kubadu when I'm in the water. Let me share my journey with you. This is exactly what I mean when I say I started my journey with what I had. An ordinary girl with an extraordinary dream to be a beauty queen and represent India internationally. I was 6 when I told my father I wanted to be a beauty queen, be famous, and represent India internationally. He looked at me, smiled, said, "Okay." At that age, I didn't know what it takes to be famous and the struggle behind. All I knew was to fulfill my dreams. And the thought that made me happy: if you're famous, you get the limelight and all the attention. I grew up with that thought and faced reality, which was different. I realized you have to struggle a lot and work really hard to achieve your dreams. But I never gave up. Never conscious of my look, I kept trying. I tried 35 rejections. I did break. I asked my parents, why is it so difficult to achieve something in life? They said, life is never easy. It's a journey without reservation and pre planning. You will fall, you will fail, no matter how well you are prepared. It's up to you to choose how to rise up again and fight the same battle. Be courageous. Courage does not mean absence of fear. It's a feeling that makes you realize there is something more important than fear. I took that thought very seriously and moved ahead in life. Since childhood, I was very passionate about dancing. My elder sister gathered audience for me that was our house help, our gardener, our watchman, our friend from the neighbor, and pet. Every time I performed, they applauded, and I started to assume that I'm a brilliant dancer. That somewhere became my overconfidence. But outside and in school, I never got the center stage or the lead role. I wondered why. But still, the journey was on. As my parents said, that life is never easy. I moved ahead, passed school, came to college, continued dancing. But that thought of being a beauty queen was always there in my mind. I wanted to try again. I told my mom, I said, I want to try again, but I feel 35 rejections. It's the end of the world. I just want to finish everything. So she said that I will help you. If you want to jump off a cliff, tell me. I will help you. I'll take you there. Now, coming that from a mother was surprising. I said, the dream is mine, but the belief is hers. So why am I failing to believe in myself? She mentioned about a local pageant. I went there, auditioned for it. Before I even realized, I heard my name as a finalist. 75 kgs and a beauty pageant finalist. That did boost my morale a lot. I didn't win the pageant, but what I won was my self confidence and belief. I did pageants after pageants, but with weight, a new best friend arrived. Those were my acnes. Now I didn't know what to do. But as I said, I was never conscious and I never gave up. So I kept trying. Being from the defense background, we always used to keep traveling. Once we happened to go to Mumbai, and there people believe that if you sleep on Marine Drive, you become famous. So once we arrived in Marine Drive, I slept on the pathway. The next day I woke up, I wasn't famous. My parents started wondering what was I doing, but they just smiled at my innocent belief. They didn't say anything, and I never gave up. I tried and kept trying. I did pageants after pageants, won some, lost some. But one fine day, my father came up to me and said, I happened to meet a person who has worked with the legendary choreographer Saroj Khan and is willing to help you. I was numb and extremely excited. I auditioned, got selected, and soon I got a chance to work with the legendary choreographer Saroj Khan. Few months later, she told me, why aren't you trying to be in front of the camera? Now, coming that from a legend was something that I thought that I'm not believing in my dreams enough. And then I realized there is something that she saw which I'm not able to see. And then I learned that belief is your biggest strength and doubt is your biggest enemy. You need to judge and you need to learn and value your own worth. I tried again to model and go for another pageants. As I said, I did pageants after pageants and promised my mom that don't worry, I will be in the Femina magazine one day and be a cover girl for a leading magazine. Soon, my dream came true. Femina did write an article on me about Born to Rule and did become a cover girl for the magazine Style Diva. That was magical for me, and I realized that I did not believe my strength enough and didn't believe in my dreams completely. When I was trying, one of the mentors said, never think of any platform to be small or big. Just do it. You never know who is watching you. And did one day I got a call from a person who was watching me from the audience that there is a pageant which is known as Miss Cuba International, and the India finals is next week. I went, and then the moment came where I won my dreams, the hope to fulfill, to represent India internationally. I won the India finals. But this pageant was unique. You need to be a certified scuba diver in order to go to Miss Scuba International. I did my certification from Andamans and left for my international pageant. I left no stone unturned. I trained myself rigorously, meditation, and cut off everything that could distract me, including junk food, for 6 months. As I arrived in the pageant, I was thrilled to see that beauty queens across the world who are certified scuba divers were there together to serve for the cause of saving oceans and environment. Through the process of the pageant, I learned that my dream was not only to win the crown, but also to be a voice for the environment and oceans. And as pageants have their own story, I so had mine. While my final dive during the pageant, I happened to see a shark. I said, wow, and the regulator came off. My instructor signaled me. I was so mesmerized at that moment that I didn't realize. Once we came up, he asked me, what were you thinking? I said, for me, it was seeing a celebrity underwater. It was a shark. So pageants have their own story. And when you dive, you do realize the damages that you're doing and everything that's changing, the coral bleaching, climate change, everything. And through the process, you learn the purpose of your existence. For me, this pageant was that changing moment of my life. I took every session very seriously, as I was not a trained model or not from any professional agency. I had to do everything on my own, in fact, painted my shoe because the color requirement at the pageant was something else, and my shoe color was different. I never demanded my parents for anything that I needed for the pageant, because for me, it's my dream. Then why demand? Just earn it. As days passed, I took every session very seriously. And then the moment came where my dreams came true. I became the first Indian to ever win Miss Scuba International and India's Ocean Ambassador, creating history for my country. It was a magical moment, a moment that I will cherish till eternity. I got a chance, thank you. I got a chance to tour around the world, meet various dignitaries. But trust me, that feeling of seeing your country's flag on top is something to die for. I met Menaka Gandhi. I met Mr. Nitin Gadkari. I also got invitation at then Vice President Mr. Hamid Ansari's place for a high tea. For me, the entire journey was a dream come true. But as my reign got over, my touring got over, my promotions got over, I came back home, and then I realized that my battle was not over. It began now, when I didn't have enough projects. Though I won a competition internationally, there was no recognition given. I had to struggle for 2 years to just make people believe what I was doing and what I have won. They call me scuba driver compared to some car driver, then on and on and on. And I had no clue how to get there and how to make them understand what Miss Scuba International stands for. But I kept working towards my cause, never gave up. As I said earlier, I didn't have the attitude to give up. My patience paid off. I got a call from Climate Reality India. Then they said that we want to make you the ocean ambassador for Climate Reality India and send you to Australia to train as a climate leader under ex US Vice President Mr. Al Gore. That was the moment which gave me that realization that fame can come from any angle. It's not just acting, it's not just modeling, it's not in a particular field. It's you who needs to realize what fame you need and what is the purpose of your existence. I was extremely happy and boosted by the offer that was given to me. Got 17 awards, including a Young Achiever Award. And today, I am a proud owner of a fashion and environment company, Oceanic Diva, and national director of Miss Cuba India. A girl who could never audition or got rejected 35 times is a national director of a beauty pageant. It made me extremely happy and gave me the confidence to tell each one of you sitting there, you are the owner of your own destiny. If you believe, the world will believe you. It's a saying, but for me, it's a fact. Never doubt yourself, because doubt projects obstacles, faith paves way. Doubt brings fear of darkness, faith brings hope of light. Dark dreads to soar on high, faith soars on high. Doubt questions who believe, faith says I. Keep believing in yourself and keep going on. Thank you so much.